What is up, my goyim? Alright, so you heard of Sandbox, right? The Gary's Mod 2 clone, Gary's this, Gary's that. So if I had to tell you basically, Sandbox is a second game that is a direct continuation of the Gary's Mod project by Gary. Um you've seen all the hate about it. You've seen all the like, oh, this sucks, it's the AI slop, this slop. And Roblox clone, oh, actually sucks. It doesn't suck. It is, imagine like a ugly homunculus that is going to reincarnate as a divine being once it gets enough souls. That is what Sandbox currently is. A little ugly, like disgusting worm that is of the nature to be the most divine being possible once it's like born. Basically, it's like a fetus, and you can't really hate on a fetus. It doesn't matter what you say. That fetus will eventually be a Goliath, a planet eater, because Sandbox is a game engine, Roblox, um, like marketplace. Like it'll be the same nature of Roblox, but with the Gary's mod qualities. You'll be able to make your own games on a very high quality, free, open source engine. Like Blender's really big. Everyone uses Blender. Now imagine that for games. When you make a game and you make more than a certain amount of money, you have to pay the game engine like a percentage of whatever you make. That's how they make their money. And when a game engine that's literally like supported by Valve and has like the quality of Source 2, and it's easy to make stuff on because it was literally made for indie developers. And you could even upload your game on Steam, or better yet, have it be hosted on Gary's Mod 2, aka Sandbox. And guess what? That'll literally be the perfect game. Not games, the perfect like collection. You pay $20 and you just play any game you want. You can just ignore all the shitty AI slop of the like whatever fucking Tung Tung Sahor card. What was that game where you steal a brain rot? Yeah, you can just ignore those. Let the fucking goyim play them while you make your own game. Like, imagine if you got like good with AI and you could actually make good video games, not like the cash grabs. There's a difference between like using code, AI code to make something good, and using AI code to make something that'll be like repetitive, so you can spam based on trends and make money when charged by them. You wouldn't do anything like that if you actually want to make a fun game. And imagine you just keep making fun games and eventually one of them is going to get big. That is an inevitability. Like if you do make good games that are high quality, you're going to get enough people and then you're gonna get paid. So the sandbox, aka Gary's Mod 2, is going to be a way for people to make money out of games. Because you can put game passes. Like there's nothing stopping you from making like an actual AAA video game on Sandbox. It's open source, and eventually it's going to be so advanced and like develop, like what's it called, support. Like people are going to make plugins, extensions, add-ons, and mods for the game engine. You're going to make 3D models. You'll have a way to connect Blender. Like it's going to be such an advanced form of gaming. It'll literally change everything we know about games as we know it. And like look at VR chat for example. It's not really a game, but we have like almost like a million models inside of it, and people are like role playing and having much as as much as autistic fun as possible. There are endless maps, endless like Unity developments, tit and tat. Like if VR chat gets this amount of like dev work, model work, now imagine an entire custom game engine. And you can't really hate on it for the bean models. You can just ignore the bean models. You can make it realistic models. And this is probably going to and I haven't really played it. And it doesn't matter if I play it or not. It's always going to be different based on what game you play. But if it's actually optimized, right? Like all the poor role players, all the people who play Gary's mod, like Star Wars, are going to like have a lot of fun. And if it's actually really like optimized well in like a hard drive setting, you're also going to be able to play those role play games that are like 100, 200 gigabytes of Star Wars models, but it's going to just be 2 gigabytes, or even like Roblox, where you don't even have to install anything. And it's a revolution, but the less the more of a goyim you are, the more you're going to not realize that this is going to not be good. Like all the goyim here, like they think it's like it's bad, it's AI, and it's like they did the smartest thing possible by like releasing it for 2 weeks and then delisting it from Steam. Because if you have like 100 people, right, and even if not 100, a few couple of thousand people, right? Most of them are gonna stop playing, but you're gonna have like a certain collection of developers who are going to be so grateful that they were like fast enough and early enough to have like this access to creating games. So they're all going to be like getting paid by Gary. I think Gary pays some of the devs to make games on this software. You're going to be so grateful that you're one of the founding fathers of like the sandbox games, because if you make a really good game from the beginning and you get like a wave of people, you're never gonna lose players if unless you do something stupid. That means you're gonna have hundreds of developers busting their asses off to make games, and they have to be good games in order for it to be good, like to get paid and be having players. So you're not only are you going to have a free source of players, not only are you going to be able to make as many games, as many things as you want and upload them on Steam or standalone. This You have to remember that this isn't gonna be an instant like like the Goyim's brains are so rotted that they think every game just has to be instantly perfect standalone, triple A, 4K graphics, 1,000 people immediately playing for it to be a game. No, it has to be ugly warm before it can have enough sacrificed souls and time and spirit energy to ultimately transform into a godlike colossal being that will forever change the universe as we know it. Well, yeah, I'm exaggerating like the words here, but not really. You shouldn't hate on Sandbox because it could quite literally be the combination of VR chat, Roblox, Steam, and pretty much every other like what's it called? Like a marketplace type of game. Like even Minecraft, like a combination of server play so people can host their own servers. It'll be everything. And it is not even an exaggeration. If it's open source, that means anyone can just make a game. Like you see the gameplay behind me? That there is nothing from any developer stopping to make a realistic Batman model, realistic world, because it's a game engine and it's open source and free, so everyone's just gonna work on it until it's like perfect. And it has like I don't know much about that, but I do think it has like connections with Source 2, a very highly optimized game engine. But the thing about Source is that Source was only made for games that it was made by Valve for. So that's why Source has all these Half-Life models, and everything related to Source 1 is just what games they wanted to make at that moment, and that's the only time they improved the engine. And it's about 20 years old, so you're going to have all this heating, all this lag, all this crap attached to it that is just going to be awful. And this was one of my good ideas and theories. What if they were able to like have legacy backwards connection to source one stuff like Gary's mod one? Like imagine if you were able to have like a legacy. like workshop be able like being able to connect source Gary's mod 2 aka sandbox into the workshop of Gary's mod 1, like the endless possibilities of just being able to make games, be the perfect dev with all the perfect tools using AI. Like I don't hate AI because AI will literally change everything about game making. Like, because making games is one of the hardest things you can ever do. If you want to make a good game, it is taking every single kind of art and putting it into one. And not to mention programming. Like, everyone knows you have to program in games, but you also have to make 3D models. You have to make audio. You have to make write. You have to write. You have to make a story. You have to make art, and you have to like everything. Uh, I, and I don't really know what type of art you can put into video games. It's like even graphic design, like the GUI, like it is everything, and it all has to be good. Maybe a bad story, who cares if the gameplay is good? Like there are all these sliders, and Sandbox is probably going to be able to do everything. Graphics, like you can make games that are like pixelated. Like there is no limit. And the fact that people are like so like dumb, they're just dumb. They're uneducated. They're literal cattle that have only known nothing but the fields that and the grass they eat. They do not know what a seed is. They do not know what happens when you pour water on the ground. All they know is to lick the watery mud that will give them um water and eat the grass. And these goyim and cattle are going to eventually realize that sandbox is good because they're just going to play this cool game on sandbox because this whole like fatty trend game came out, and that's the only way they can get play the game. But what else is there to say about sandbox? It is just the perfect idea for developers and gamers alike. And Gary, like he made Gary's mod and he like basically retired, but this is his passion project. He doesn't really want anything out of people. He just wants more game devs to have fun. And imagine this: you're just this developer, like you know kind of how to program. You do most of your stuff on AI, and eventually this massively AI supported high quality engine comes out, and you can just use your AI skills to generate models, art, and make the perfect game to play with your friends. It doesn't even have to be a game you want to make money out of, just a game you can make for your resume or anything else. And we should just be grateful for Sandbox. Even the name, the S and the and character is it's just everything's really good besides like the chaos microtransaction. I forgot to mention. They're trying to do a whole like avatar Roblox thing where you have to buy like hats and you can trade those hats on the Steam marketplace. I just find that really gay and really pointless because instead of like adding avatars and that other shit to and like he still wants to make a little bit of money. I don't think that much money, but if he wants to make money, all he should do is just take 5 or even if he's greedy 10% of all the money. Like the amount of beakness Sandbox is going to get if you take 5% of everything it'll probably make in the future. That's still like multi-million billions. And what was it like? Grow garden on Roblox. I don't. It made like millions, right? Like if even 1% of a million is still a lot of money. And imagine like, oh, I'm Mr. Sandbox Gary's mod. I made all of this for you. You should at least give me 5%. Oh, look, all these other game engines are going to take much more. Like if you make $10, what's wrong if I take like 50 cents of it? And I don't think people are going to say no because that's like a good deal for not having like those gay microtransactions inside of it. And the fact that it's going to be moddable, you're going to do so much on it, it's just the perfect thing. And hopefully, they might even have a way to have like a good anti cheat. No one will be able to cheat. And yeah, Sandbox is just the perfect game. The Goyim aren't ready for it yet. That's why he only released it for a week, so he could have like enough players to at least do some form of testing, right? Some form of like evolution. And what I don't care what you say about the ugly bean characters. You don't have to use them if you are a fucking nostalgia loot. It should always be like Half Life models. Like you could just mod them in, or better yet, just use the realistic models he made. So like you can have a bean model and a realistic model for roleplay, so you have nothing to lose. And I don't really think you should install Sandbox right now or get it as soon as possible. Like it's going to be free in 2 years. I don't know how he'll do it for like being free for 2 years. Like, but the difference between Sandbox and Roblox is for not autistic, but dumb children. It is like the baby cattle, the baby cows. It's like baby cows will just eat anything that's like milk. They just put a milk in their mouth and they'll shut up, right? So all you have to do is just make basic trend FNAF games. But with Sandbox, you can just make any game. There's no limit. And that's what I'm excited about, the lack of limits. Like if I'm able to make my own shitty little fun games that are like fun, but like I'm not going to spend all that time making code or art. And if I just use AI as a standby or just who cares? It's just AI. It looks good enough. I'm fine with that. Like I don't care what you say, but AI art is just getting better. And like there are artists out there who just use AI and then just you just tweak it a little bit and they're never found out. It's a big thing on Twitter of like Among Us, like who's using AI to make this hyper realistic art and just fixing that little tiny keychain bug that not bug like the error. It's like if you have the skill and the AI, it is literally like imagine your Hulk with the Iron Man suit, but the Iron Man suit is like a super suit that only improves everything that's wrong with you and makes you 10 times better. It's like you're a Hulk already, you're super strong, but now imagine a piece of nanotechnology that works with you and gives you a super gun with your super strength and super hacking skills because it uses advanced network fucking signals because it's the nanotech hacking device. Like it is AI is that good. Like AI is meant for the goyim, right? Like, oh, please make me a cooking recipe. It's like the goyim brain is never going to like be able to do anything with AI. It is only the superior tech users, which sounds absolutely gay, but the future is tech. It doesn't matter. Like, if you exercise, if you get checks, and you use tech, you're just now a futuristic, awesome being. And there's nothing you can really disagree with me. It's like if you eat good food, if you exercise and you have tech, and you disagree with the opposite of Goyam, then you're good. And Sandbox is going to be the future of all video game entertainment, and there's nothing the Goyam can do. It doesn't matter how many fucking essay raunchy videos they make where they're like, "Oh, this sucks. Oh, everyone uses AI on this. This sucks." It's like, okay, Goy, it's going to be something you going to like munch on. Like you seen like how pigs eat when they get like a lot of fucking food. Imagine that but with the goyim cattle. They're going to lumble it up. They're going to puke, and once they puke, they're going to eat their own puke because that's how good it is. Sorry for being a little graphic, but Sandbox is the future of video games, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like even if it fails, the whole idea is now up, and every single studio is going to make something like it. And Unless Sandbox literally deletes itself, I don't really think it'll go away because it's connected to Steam, which already owns all video games. And wow, I can't really say much about it. And as a bonus, I'm going to tell you a potential opposite of the Goyim future. So, you know how the cloud services are coming back, right? Like cloud gaming, because what they're doing is making RAM more expensive, hard drives more expensive with the whole AI stuff, right? And it's not going to get cheaper because they're going to make it video games a cloud subscription. N- the opposite of Goyam or not going to let you have tech because tech is freedom. Like you can make games, you can do whatever you want on tech. You can make viruses, you can make hacks, and oh, it ran out. You can make hacks and you can do whatever you want. Well, I don't certainly agree with all the bad things that are happening. I most certainly agree with modding and freedom of and like being able to pirate stuff. I'm not gonna discuss the morality of it much, but as long as there are enough people who want to pay for video games, who want to play online services of those set games, there's nothing really that evil by pirating a game and modding the hell out of it and having fun. So the future with cloud gaming is it isn't just going to be cloud gaming, it's going to be cloud devices, cloud computers, cloud tech. Everything is going to be on a server and you can't hack, you can't do anything against the government with tech anymore. Say bad stuff and you're going to be arrested. Like it's this. So you're not going to be able to run anything on your device because it's going to be only made for cloud services. All you'll be able to do is connect to whatever cloud hosting computer you have. Yes, you can run every single game, but you also have to pay $300 a month or whatever rent money they're going to do with tech. They're like, oh, yeah, just pay us $2,000 a month and you'll get the best computer ever, Goyam. You're going to be able to do everything on it, Goyam. Well, it is good for the Goyam, right? It is good for the Goyam, but it's not going to be good for you and me unless you're a Goyam. So basically, if you play video games, watch movies, and other Goyam activities, you're going to be good. But if you are a person who pirates and who does cool things on the internet that are like tech related, you're not going to be free. And eventually, they're going to make video games that are cloud only because cloud gaming will not have any hackers because you can't change the code of the cloud game. All you're gonna do is pay your nine fucking 200 $150 for modern AAA video games with all the fucking microtransaction. Gonna play it like a good guy. You're not going to be able to hire it, mod it, or do anything else besides play it how it was intended because you just can't. The files are in a server. You can't get X-ray. You can't do any sort of hacks, which I hate hacks. Like hacking is gay. Like unless you're just hacking because everyone else hacks, or it's just it depends on the scenario of why you're hacking, but 87% of the time, no, not even 87, it's like 98% of the time you don't have to cheat because skill is what makes games fun. And but I'm talking about modding. Like, if they made Minecraft cloud only and they disable the fact that you can cheat or mod on it, you wouldn't have anarchy servers. You wouldn't have anything on it, and that's how. But and you won't be able to like be against the opposite of Goyim because they're just gonna disable your computer because it's all in the cloud. You don't own your files. You don't own anything. Like the cool thing with computers is all you really need is the computer itself, and you can play on like if you have 2 terabytes and a good computer, you could go in the middle of a forest, have solar panels, and play video games. But once cloud gaming get becomes a thing, and cloud only video games come out, like console exclusives and other cloud exclusives, and they're like, oh, you can just play your video, just pay $250 for this cloud video game, which is probably going to be a really fucking good video game, and you will not like, and you can't even pirate it because it's all going to be on the cloud. It's all just going to be hosted to you. So there's not gonna be any piracy, not even piracy of film because it's all on cloud unless you record your screen at like every single term of getting like tech is not going to be your tech anymore. All you're going to get is a screen that is connected to the cloud, and it's probably not even going to be like it's going to be like 200 megabytes of RAM or however they like make tech for cloud hosting, or whatever like chip Elon Musk puts in your brain. And this all comes from my deep knowledge with tech and like all the things I've learned in the past few years of opposite of Goyim and history. So the only way you can really stop this, because even nowadays, like the opposite of Goyim or like bad with us and bad with like hosting games and doing all that sort of piracy stuff. Well, I do not support piracy and I do not support cheating. I also do not support the total control of tech because tech was made. It's like everything is going to be rented. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. And now you won't even own tech. Like the VR headset you have in the metaverse that you have no control over of can't even run anything else. And like we have a PS5, right? The PS5 is like an awesome tech. And now you can host Linux on it, which is awesome, right? And now the crazy shit is they're not even going to give you a PS5 anymore. They're just going to give you like this tiny little USB drive. You put it on your TV and you can play it on your controller. And like one of those Chinese boxes USB stuff, but you get what I'm saying. So in order to stop this, we just have to stop the opposite of going we just have to make tech more optimized and not really play and deploy. Just don't buy any RAM or whatever. Just make the going and opposite of going companies lose enough money to finally like bust their balls enough to get back our $100 RAM kits and like like $30 for like 36. But yeah, or just try because you have to understand that optimizing is still awesome, and if you know how to optimize and use tech, you're going to be very free with tech. But even nowadays, they're trying to like ID you and tech. So this has been a good conversation. I've made a lot of good topics, and you even got a bonus of me talking about the future of cloud games. And these are all like set in stone predictions. Like the sandbox is going to get big, and cloud gaming, not cloud gaming, cloud computers are going to get big. And well, I honestly do hope to God that cloud computers are not going to be like a big thing in the future. With the prices of RAM and the slow adoption of like cloud computers at school and work, like if you have a cloud computers at schools, kids are not going to be able to like slack off, or like workers won't be able to slack off. And well, okay, it's work, just work, go, just be a cattle at work or whatever. It's just going to kill the soul in tech because it won't be your soul anymore. All you're going to do is just walk like sheep because the fence is so tight that you can only go a certain direction. But yeah, this has been a good video, and hopefully you enjoyed watching it. All right, see ya, homies, later. Bye bye.